Are you way too deep into Warhammer? Because I definitely am. I see chaos corruption. I see righteous exterminatus. I see the Imperium of man. But I cannot be the only one. Right? Let's be honest. If you spend enough time painting the minis, playing the tabletop, grinding the video games or reading the books, Warhammer kinda rewires your brain. And at some point I began seeing the video games from a different perspective. Not because everything is Warhammer, no, but because I'm way too far gone. This does not mean that I see every video game in this light. And yes, not every alien or demonic invasion on human soil is basically 40k. But in some games I just cannot help myself. Let me show you what I mean. Stellaris does not need an explanation, you already know where this is going. I'll be honest, I usually end up running a xenophobic, militaristic and spiritual empire. And I may or may not have wiped out a few alien species before. Add to that the possibility of exterminatus and a suspicious amount of 40k references in the game, and you're not in Stellaris anymore. You're in the grim darkness of the far future. It just happens to have a Paradox UI. A comment under my last video sparked the idea for this video here, and I can 100% relate to it. In Frostpunk, you build more than just a settlement. You shape your society the same way you shape your city. In this game, human rights are a luxury and society needs to sacrifice them on the altar of necessity to survive. Which sounds suspiciously familiar. Maybe you feel like a callous inquisitor, uncaring of the suffering of the individual. Or maybe you feel like Gilliman, knowing exactly what you're demanding of your people and hating that it is necessary. And those cities? They look less like hope and more like the industrial underbelly of the Imperium. RimWorld just had to be on this list. I haven't played it obsessively, but leaving it out would be heresy. You start with a struggling frontier colony. The people you care about slowly stop being people and start becoming resources, but they never stop annoying you. Thankfully, RimWorld provides several very 40k appropriate solutions because RimWorld allows organ trade. You can even harvest spare organs from your prisoners. An efficient redistribution of biological assets. It maximizes yield from your enemies and justifies the administrative burden of housing them in a cell. Did that sound disturbing? Yes. Did that sound like administratum logic? Also yes. Enshrouded is the perfect example of projection. I mean, tell me these things don't look like humans touched by chaos? I mean, look at them. They are corrupted to the core. And not only does it have damned humans, it also has mini-bosses and bosses that look the part. This banshee looks like something that could be from Warhammer Fantasy. This here is a chaos spawn. I refuse to accept any other explanation. And this fell critter queen looks heretical enough to pass for a chaos monster. And finally, the shot literally corrupted the realm of mankind. You can tell how it's chaos in everything but name. There are many more examples. Darkest Dungeon, Doom, probably a third of my Steam library, but I think I made myself clear. If you love Warhammer long enough, it never really leaves your head. And not just in games about elite soldiers fighting aliens like Helldivers for example, but also in games which have nothing to do with ugly aliens, chainswords and bolter fire. Warhammer is not just purging heresy with holy fire, it can also be a mindset. Survival above morality, order above comfort, like in Frostpunk or RimWorld, or fighting corruption to your last breath like in Enshrouded. And if I forgot your favorite pseudo Warhammer game, let me know. And as always, remember, the Emperor protects.